And I don't know. Me personally, all right. I'm gonna finish my statement, but we are officially live on my YouTube channel, so we are live on all four of our platforms: Instagram and YouTube on both of our accounts. Now, anywho, continuing on the conversation. For the YouTube people that are just tuning in, today's discussion is going to be relationships, and we are going to tackle side pieces. Do you know your role? Now, like I was saying, like a lot of times, I just don't. Me personally, I don't like what is it going on that serious in your relationship where you can't talk to your significant other and y'all come to mutual agreements. But instead, you got some people that don't do that thing called talking, and that'll rather sit there and be slutting around with folks and throwing cat this way, throwing cat that way, throwing dick this way, throwing dick that way.
That's the main point of a side piece usually. Like, especially men, if they have a side piece, 9 times out of 10, that's all they want. Just some.
No, that's not necessarily true.
You don't think so?
Not necessarily true. What's up, Eric? We got Arrow in this thing. He hopped on Instagram. What's going on? But I don't think that's necessarily true.
Really?
Simply because all the time it's not the man that initiates it.
It's not?
Oh no, it's not the man that initiates it all the time. It's not. Don't you think about it? It's not the man that initiates it all the time. Sometimes it's me personally, I feel like
I know females can be. I know how females can be. So.
Like honestly, me personally, I feel like it's 50-50.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like it's 50-50. Sometimes it's us niggas, we a little something on the side, but then sometimes you got some females out here that just don't care. They don't care at the fact that they talking to somebody else's man. Like, do you not have no respect for yourself?
And see, now, hold on.
Oh.
Let's rewind a little bit.
Okay, we're going to rewind. Let's bring it back.
Because when I was in that particular situation, it wasn't that I didn't care that he had. And let me let y'all know, this is in the past. This is not me currently. I don't believe in side pieces as we speak.
That's against my religion.
But in the past, you know, I experienced being a side piece without knowing, and I also experienced being a side piece, and I knew I was, but he was also my side piece. So it was like we were even, but but he was an ex, and that's why situations be so different. And we respected each other's relationship, which sounds weird. It sounds weird as fuck because it's like, how can you respect?
That's what I was about to say. Wait, how do y'all respect each other?
Like you're not gonna do nothing out of line. You're not gonna call me. You're not supposed to. You're not gonna text me. You're not supposed to.
Okay.
You're not going to do any. If you see me and that person in public, you're not gonna do anything inappropriate. But I think that can only happen if that is like an ex. I don't think if it was someone new, it can be that way. Well, it probably could, depending on what y'all agree on. The side piece topic gets so complicated.
It is. Okay, so I'm gonna fill y'all in on a little secret. I ain't gonna lie. I was on some other shit earlier, and I was sitting here trying to brainstorm my, order process, and it's just like, Jeremy, where do you start? That's the biggest question. Like, I legit had a notepad, and at the top I had, where do you start? And it stayed blank because it's like you
talking about with side pieces?
Yeah, because it's like, where do you start with it? Like,
it's definitely complicated, and that's why this topic was like. That's why I liked it. Because I have so much experience from it. Let's see.
Arrow is just like I think everyone has been a side piece at one point in time.
Yeah,
that's true. Like I say, I probably, to my knowledge, I haven't been a side piece to nobody. I'm pretty sure I have from a certain somebody, but we're not gonna call that dirty, disrespectful bitch's name. Didn't mean to say it like that.
I felt that way. No, I felt that way about the person that made me a side piece, and I was not aware. I thought I was dating someone, and
you said you're thinking the whole relationship, and it's like,
and we're gonna move on to the next level. But no, he had someone at home the entire time, like telling her something else. Clearly, because I don't even. I don't even know how to. I don't know what to say about that because he got lucky because I had a crush on him in middle school. So as soon as he wanted to take me out, I was like, yes, what do you mean? Of course. Of course. I got jumped on that real quick. Really. But anyway. Oh my God. Wow. I bet you nobody would know. Anybody that knows me still right now, y'all wouldn't even know what I'm talking about. You have to be like super close friend. So that's the only reason. That's the only reason why I'm being that real. I'm just saying. But
I mean, the only other reason why she being real because this is called the real talk. Yeah. So we gonna always keep it 100.
That's a little obvious. But you know, at the end of the day, I was disappointed, and I wasn't disappointed in that. Not that part.
I had to ask. She said she was disappointed. So okay, understandable.
I was disappointed in that because I thought we had a future.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I want to know because like I say, to my knowledge, I've never really been in that position. What does that feel like to know? Once you found out, what that felt like to know you was a side piece?
I kind of became a stalker. Yeah, I wanted to see who this bitch was. Who the fuck took my man? But seriously, I guess I was jealous. If that's what.
But you should be. First of all, it's your nigga. It's your man. So
he wasn't my man. He wasn't my man. We were dating. Like, we were going on dates and talking, and we were leading to that. But he was in a relationship. We were leading. We were leading to that. Gotcha. But see, and then that's where that comes in, where they try to say you're not supposed to do certain things before you get in a relationship, like sex or cooking for them, stuff like that.
Because you get attached, and and honestly, I feel like it's not just with females. It's with males and females. Like, fellas, now I know some of y'all gonna watch this, and I know y'all probably gonna have y'all shares of opinions, suggestions, comments. But fellas, y'all know sometimes we do get a little. We hard, but we got feelings. So I know sometimes we can get ahead and develop feelings, but sometimes it's the women that get the feelings and develop the feelings fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually, I think that's because women
y'all are emotional beings.
Yeah, and you plan your whole future the first day you meet them. So it's like you already see your wedding dress. You already see where y'all getting married.
Well, I mean, we didn't thought
on the first day.
We didn't thought about all that. I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Women be tripping.
We done talked about it, but we hadn't just established. Men have
emotions too. We just tend to hide them.
Yeah. That is true. That's very so much true. So, I'll ask this question: do you think because men tend to hide, since we tend to hide our emotions, do you think also that? Because we're able to hide our emotions, that's why men get side pieces?
You know what? That just kind of opened up another door.
See?
Because that's like, okay, let me see if I can break it down how it processes.
Let's process it and break it down. Let's get it, niece.
Because now that's looking at how you mentioned that you can't talk about your problems and what's going on in your current relationship, and you go find a side piece. That will be your feelings, like being involved. You can't say what you really want to say according to your feelings to the person you're actually with. So you'll go get a side piece and have some feelings for her, but not tell her, of course, because you hide it.
So wait.
That's okay. I try my hardest to process that, how it went in my head. That didn't really come out well, But if you get me, you get me. If you don't, well, I don't know. Figure it out.
So then that also brings on the question: do you think? Well, not necessarily. The question is more of a statement. Like, so you say because men have their emotions, that's why they go and get a side piece?
No, that's why they can.
That's why they can?
Yeah, that's why they can. That's why.
So why do women go get side pieces?
Usually, let me speak from experience.
Okay. We're gonna take a testimony right now.
But and see, it's so because that person was an ex. I technically still have feelings for him, but I had moved on with my life. But then he came back in it, and we both were involved with someone, but yet we both wanted to still spend time together and and be in each other's presence. So we did that.
This boy said because they get bored and want something new.
That's true also.
But see, that's where the thing comes when you got to keep your relationship spicy.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I don't let all my tricks out the bag on the first date. Like, I'm finna make you wait. Like, I'm finna make you guess, think, wonder, like, damn, what you about to do next? Baby, it's gonna be something else.
Spark in any relationship.
Yeah, and that's true. Really do. No matter
however you got that person, you gotta keep that up too. You can't downplay. Like, so if you gave him like the best sex ever, don't 6 months down the line
being lazy and don't want to get on top and ride. Because guess what? I will push you behind.
That's what will make a man. I think that's what will make a man go out and get a side piece. If you sit up there and you gave him the best sex ever when y'all first met, best head, best whatever, and then on down the line you don't even want to touch him, he gonna go get somebody else.
Yeah. So let me.
That will touch him.
They gonna be touching in the green, laying hands, everything. Hey,
you stupid.
Come on now. So. And this is kind of funny to me. So you say, I just want to bring it back one more again. So you say you got to keep the spark, right? Mm-hmm. What if you met that person through somebody else and y'all immediately hit it off just with conversation?
Okay.
How do you keep the spark then?
And it's
if your conversation is what got them.
I'm pretty sure it's something else also, and I would just go to probably physical appearance. And how that could change is if you stop doing your hair, you stop caring about what you wear around the house, you stop because I'm a relationship person. I'm always in long-term relationships.
I was going to say, wait a minute, I'm not always
long-term relationships, so it seems like I'm always in them. But you know that it's something else. It's not just your conversation. I'm pretty sure they probably enjoy looking at you while they're talking to you, or they like the way that you carry yourself. It's something else besides just conversation.
That's true.
But I do think conversation could get someone. I really do agree that it could. If it was like over the phone. If it was like strictly over the phone. But then they ask for pictures. So it's like, you still saw me.
You know what I look like? You know what I look like, you know?
I don't know. This is such a wide subject.
I just feel like if you are in a situation where you are considered a side piece, there are rules, there are regulations. So we're gonna go through the ghetto handbook of side piecing. That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it the ghetto handbook of side piecing. So rule number 1: don't be calling people phone after hours. Don't do it. If you know you a side piece. But
you know what?
Oh God, what did you do?
Now I'm just see, when a lot of times when that person gets the side piece, and in my situation, how I was the ex, I felt like I had the upper hand. I felt like I could call whenever I wanted to.
See, no, you can't do that.
But that person did allow it. So he put that pedestal. But And I think that's where a lot of, like, if you look at how side pieces are bolder now, like how
nowadays they're real bold.
It's because they looking at like, your man don't really want you. He just kind of there. He don't want you, sis. He actually wants you. Yeah,
but not like for now. Nowadays the side pieces is bold. I mean, but this still got rules.
It is rules.
So again, rule number one: you don't call what you know you're not supposed to. Because
that will ruin it.
Number two, you are a side piece. Do not walk in with expectations of the Obamas, because I promise you, all you finna get is Trump.
Oh,
exactly. My point exactly. You can't walk into a side piece relationship thinking, oh, he finna give you the world or she finna give you the world. Well, you also got to think about it. This other person has another man or another woman at home.
That's true. I know that's true. I do know that's true.
Let's follow the rules. No late night calls or texts. That's right. No late night calls or texts. After a certain time, don't do it.
And see, that's why they created an app where if that person do text or call, you don't see it unless you click on it. That app. And your significant other probably don't know about that app unless they got a side piece too.
You feeling some type of way about that app?
At the time, the app was helpful. See, I look so bad, y'all, but I am not that person.
She's not. I promise she's not.
I have grown.
She has. Oh my God, has she grown? She has changed a lot. Like seriously.
Like I'm dead ass not the person that I'm speaking on. You know, like I don't even know what the hell I was thinking. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, now we're talking about it. Now you want to start thinking.
Wait a minute. Why did I do this? How could I have been such a... How could I do those things? But it was only that one time. That one person actually in two of my relationships, he was my side piece.
Now another rule that I'm finna add, and it kind of goes with the whole texting and calling the thing. Regardless if you are a male or a female, do not save your side piece number under something stupid like Burger King or the doctor's office. Because if it was me, I'm finna wonder what in the hell is the doctor's office doing calling your cell phone at 11:30 at night or texting you. And first of all, ain't no doctor's office got no text messages like that.
You know, and see,
it's all done from a computer.
I didn't even save the number. It was just a number.
Because you're not supposed to.
So it was like, you got to really figure it out. But at the same time, that's not safe either. Because they have apps where you can...
She keep going back to these apps, y'all. She keep going back to these apps.
They have apps where you can look up the number. I used to be bad. This is the past. This is the past. I swear. Okay? I am happily engaged now.
Yes,
I have a child on the way, obviously.
We got our
mom. You didn't think I was just fat.
If y'all did, y'all do. I'm the one that's just fat. If y'all did, y'all would. I'm the one that's just fat, but the way we sitting up here like.
No, I think this is a little bit bigger. This is poking me out.
You can.
Why are we up here, kid?
You killed your TT.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
But no, seriously, like if you playing that side piece role, like you can't it's things that you do and things that you don't do. And if you got a side piece, like I say, don't be saving your side piece's number under no Burger King, McDonald's. Like you gotta be smart in it.
I'm like, shouldn't we really be saying no side piece at all?
No, of course. No. And you're right. Of course, we should be encouraging no side piece. Team no side piece. You know, we don't do that.
Oh my God.
I'm only applicable for one woman at this time, and trust and believe she would not. She say they not finna play them games with y'all. Yeah, so don't get in my inbox. Don't y'all be trying to DM me, trying to fill out no side piece application. I'm gonna forward the application to her, and what she do after that, I'm not responsible. Like, I'm not responsible.
I would dare beat a bitch ass. Like, I'm not about to.
Pregnant and all.
But see, that also is where I come in. Like, if a man is willing to cheat on me, I also just let his ass go. I can't deal. I absolutely hate cheaters. And you know what? That's probably why I turned out the way I did when I was doing that. I always got cheated on because niggas cheat. All I do is cheat.
Whatever, because y'all the asses be cheating too.
I kind of went blank.
Well, she did, and now I'm gonna blank out too because y'all asses be cheating too. Women cheat too, and see, I'm gonna step on a lot of toes with this. So I'm ready for the comments. I promise I'm gonna step on a lot of toes. Me personally, I feel like women, it's easier to detect it cheating than what men are. And I'm going to tell you why. Because women are emotional. Like Eric said, fellas, we don't show our emotions. We don't really show how we feel because we always want to seem hard. But women, let her be giving her a stick on the side. You finna know. Because she finna act just like that.
Oh, you don't want to come home tonight? Okay.
See? That's what I'm saying. Look at that. See,
Hello. Oh, yeah,
side piece. See, and then you know what? Shout out to April because she agreed. She know what I'm saying is true. She know what I'm saying is true. Real quick, for all of y'all that is just now joining us, we are live on Instagram. We are also live on YouTube. Today's topic is relationships and side pieces. Do you know your role? Do you know your role? Did you know your role back then?
Well, no. When I wasn't aware, no.
Well, you do it now. You should know your role from the get-go. You shouldn't be tampering with nobody else's name.
I didn't know he was somebody else's man. That bastard lied to me. He strung me along for his convenience.
So, I'm going to ask this question for my viewers, but then we're going to discuss it while our viewers go ahead and send in their answers. Have you ever been a side piece? Have y'all ever been a side piece? Are y'all been hearing us, talk about I'm sorry, I had to pause because the comment just came in. She said she's single and she don't want to answer to nobody. That's cool and that's so understandable. But every now and then, you want your little spooky, you want your little spooky, be with you or whatever. But to our viewers, have any of y'all ever been side pieces? Now, if you don't want to comment directly, but yeah, I'll put it like this: I want y'all to respond for a friend. That way, we don't know if it's you that was a side piece or if it was your friend that was a side piece. We already know her story.
I'm just keeping it real.
And this fool said, I don't know. I'm sure I have been a side piece to someone and it happens. It's life. That's true. It does happen. It's super unfortunate.
And to the person that don't know, that means you probably was one before.
Wow. I'm too dead. Oh my God,
well, I guess you can not know. I didn't know at one point. Yes, I'm still bitter about it. I am still bitter because I fucked up.
I mean, it is, and like I said, I can't really be biased with a topic like this because, like I say, me personally, I feel like both men and women cheat equally. Face.
Obvious.
Very obvious. Like I say, me personally, I feel like men and women cheat equally, but on the same token, I do feel like it's easier to detect if a woman is cheating, easier than it is for a man.
Really?
Yeah.
But I think women hide it better. I think they're sneakier. You don't think so?
Don't get me wrong. Women are
sloppy. Or maybe just the ones I dealt with.
I was going to say, because I ain't sloppy.
Baby, with hiding clues and stuff. Like, you don't go out and not come home. Like,
no, you don't.
What the fuck? Who does that? And then when you do come home the next day, you don't have hickeys on your neck. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, what the hell? That don't make sense. Like, how do you respond? Like, you come home, hickeys on your neck.
I'm like, oh, what's that?
Is that a hickey? Are you sure?
I fell. I hit the door dog.
You fell about 3, 4, 5 times.
Yeah. That's a good question. So my boy Snoopy say, how do you know who is the side piece?
Men do make it obvious. They do.
You know what? Y'all too fired.
Women are so sneaky. I'm telling you. This is coming from a person that used to be a pro cheater. So they are very sneaky. They will never. I've never been caught. Well, that was an accident. That was an accident, and I'm talking about like my teenage years, y'all. I'm not like that no more.
Oh shit, I'm weak. Okay, so the question was asked. I ain't never. We're not gonna Snoopy. We're not gonna open up that type of can of worms, okay? But Snoopy asked the question, how do you know who the side piece is? Well, sister, you wanna answer first?
The side piece is never gonna get the same privileges as the main dish. The main dish, that's funny. But yeah, they won't get the same privileges, like, and that's the main thing. That goes under every category. Like,
okay, every umbrella, you're not like, you're not finna get it on the regular. You don't get long walks in the park holding hands.
You're not gonna get all your bills paid. You're not gonna get what?
I'm sorry, if I got a side piece, I'm not paying none of her bills.
None?
Hell no.
Why?
I got a woman at home. I mean, I like this.
So what's the side piece for? So how do you even have me? Hell no, if I'm a side piece, you want me to shut up, don't you? You want me to be quiet, right? You better pay this light bill. Shit.
Okay, so check this out. Let me ask y'all, do y'all think that people, when they have a side piece, do you think they do and act a certain way just to keep their side piece to shut up?
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Unless she's just already just super cooperative.
Okay, so but Snoopy had a very good question here. He said, "What if you don't like your woman at home?" It's simple. You go ahead and end the relationship. You go ahead and you end the relationship.
I died.
Well, I'm about to hold on to the baby.
Why is she still your woman? You don't like her.
Well, like, for me personally, I mean, I've never, and a lot of people may or may not believe this, and I really do not care.
I mean, I have kids, like, that's the only reason I be thinking people stay with someone when they don't like them. Like, if you have kids.
And I hate when people do that. And I'm sorry if I step on anybody's toes, but I feel like if a relationship is not working for you and you have children, don't stay because of your children.
And that's easier said than done, because when the child is small, you kind of don't want to take them out that environment already. Yeah. Like, they just joined the world. So it's like you want them to have a mom and dad, so you try your hardest to make it happen.
So yeah, and you got a point. Some people do have women, some guys do have women at home, but still got to get a side piece. Well, my thing is, I feel like if you feel like you got to go out there and find you a side piece, bro, it's time to just go ahead and leave the relationship. Like, exactly. Like, if you're not happy, leave.
If you're not happy, you should leave.
Me personally, I have never cheated on anybody I've ever dated. I've never cheated on them. I don't believe in cheating. Excuse me. My whole thing is, like I say, I've never cheated on anybody.
Really?
Never. Not one person. Because it's like, if I feel like, if it's something about our relationship or something about you that I don't really like, I want to leave. I'm not going to sit here and keep wasting my time and go find somebody else. No. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave you. I'm going to try to figure out, okay, well, Jeremy, what is it that you really do like? What is it that you actually want?
And then look at what he said.
So it's possible for the main chick to be the side chick.
I think it's possible for the main chick to become the side chick.
You sure right? Capricorn already know. And yes, that is possible. And I'm gonna tell you why. Just like you say, what if you got somebody at home that you don't like? So this is how that plays out. So you got somebody at home you don't she become a side chick. And I'm gonna tell you how. So you got we gonna be like us, we trading places, you know? So look at this is how it works. So you got your main chick at home. It's not working out with y'all, you know, you're not feeling it. Mm-hmm. So you gonna get a side chick. But your side chick is everything that you legit want. So your side chick become your main chick. Mm-hmm. And your main chick, when you go home whenever you want to, when you get there, she asks you questions, yeah. Okay, cool, bet. Like, I'm not gonna give you all my energy. You're not satisfying me no more. So the side chick, that's not my main chick.
Oh, but like, you know what? Get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you these days, but and see, that's one thing with me in relationships. Like, if I'm not making my significant other happy, I wouldn't want to be in it. I really wouldn't want to be.
Yes, I agree with you. And that's with anybody, honestly. Shout out to Queen Tiff who just joined us. But that's honestly with anybody. Like, your time is very, 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 very precious. My time is very precious. So my thing is, I'm not finna waste my time being with nobody who I don't want to be with. I'm not finna waste my time taking interest. Yeah, same way. Somebody that don't want to be me, I'm not gonna waste my time with them. I'm definitely not gonna waste my time stepping outside of my relationship. I gotta try to find somebody that makes me happy. That ain't gonna work for me. That's just not gonna work. If anything, I'll just walk away from the relationship and try to figure out what it is that I actually want. Someone who doesn't worth your time doesn't deserve your energy, which is true. If they're not worth your time, you know, they ain't worth your energy. So the side chick is almost like a state of mind, because some people don't even know they're a side chick or a side nigga until they find out and accept it. And you know what? Honestly, I can somewhat agree with that. In a way, it is a state of mind because you have your mindset like, okay, you know, I know she got a dude, so you know, I'm gonna just hit her up, chill with her, get what I get when I can. You know, I'm gonna just stay out of her way.
When it becomes a habit,
yeah,
that's when
it's
initiated.
Yes, and it's like it become a habit, it become a mindset, it become a lifestyle.
Yeah,
like, and you know what? It's so sad, y'all, because you have some people out here who legit only want to be somebody's side dude or some side chick.
That person that I had as one, he's comfortable with being that way with anybody. Like, the reason why he likes that is because he don't have to answer to that person like as if they were the main one. It's like, why? Why are you that way? Idiot. Idioto. It's the person you hate too. But anyway.
Oh God! You can get money and things back, but never your time. You sure right, and you know what? I think that's what honestly a lot of people don't realize and understand and value about relationships is that no matter what this person can buy you, no matter what this person can give you, no matter what this person can show you in life. If they go and make you a side piece or they going to get them a side piece, that's just time wasted. Mm-hmm. Because if it was me and I found out I'm some side piece, my first question going to be is, so why we still together? Why you had to go get a side piece? Why we still together? Why you just did break up with me and go chill with you another dude?
Some people will go as far as marrying you.
And that honestly takes shit to a whole nother level. Now that makes my
in the clear.
That makes my skin
how they
crawl.
Really are.
That makes my skin crawl.
Oh, imagine
because she messy, y'all. She messy. There you go. Hold your rap straight. Hold your rap straight. But no, like seriously, like, oh man.
Why would you do that?
And the thing about it is, a lot of people, well, I'm not gonna say a lot of people, normal people get married with the mindset of this is the person they love.
Yeah, and
this is the person they want to be with. Mm-hmm. This is the person they want to give their all to. This is the person they care about.
You never marry someone for the hell of it.
You don't.
Like that don't.
Because again, that's wasting my time.
Yeah.
I promise you.
And a marriage certificate.
Hell, and money.
Yes.
You would spend all this money on a wedding. I promise you, I will get it. If I ever get in the day I get married, if my wife ever decides she wants to go get a side piece and I find out when we go to court, I promise you, she gonna laugh, the judge gonna laugh, everybody gonna laugh. Because the first time the judge say, well, Mr. Gilbert, what do you have to say about this? I'm gonna say, reclaiming my time.
You stupid.
Yeah, I swear to God, I'm gonna reclaim my time because you like I say, you can give a person so much. You can, whether it's your main chick, your main dude, or your side piece, you can give them so much, but you cannot get back that time that was wasted. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're in a position where your significant other has a side piece, like you can't get back that time wasted. No. Like you can't. If you can, hell, show me how you do it. Cause I know. No, you can't get that time back. Some people don't want to be alone. That's a fear to them that they compensate but find love in one place and lust in another, then happiness in another. You are so right. Mm-hmm. You are absolutely correct. I'm not going to give, of course, like I say, anytime we mention, I'm going to just say this real quick. Anytime we mention real life situations, we're not going to mention people's names out of respect for them.
Yeah.
As dirty and cold-hearted as I can be, no. We're not going to mention names, but I said that because going on the comment that he made, I know somebody that was like that, who would step outside of their relationship because of the fact that they didn't want to be alone, but at the time they were not happy with the person that they were with. Mm. But they didn't want to be alone. So they would step outside of their relationship, do things with other people, and it's just like he said, they didn't want to be alone.
Yeah.
But even then, knowing that you don't want to be alone, why still be in a relationship with somebody
if you're not going to treat right?
You don't want to be with them, so why be in a relationship? I get it. You don't want to be alone. But you have side pieces. You have people that you dibbling, dabbling in. You taking a little bit barbecue sauce from here. You got a little ranch right there. You got a little sriracha right there. A little honey mustard. You little sweet and spicy. You got teriyaki over here. You got the old chicken over here. You got all these varieties and flavors, but you don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
Leave your main person listen. And of course, I'm not gonna dibble and dabble in nobody's relationship for speaking nobody's relationship. If you feel like you got to step outside your relationship and get you a side piece, I feel like if you man or woman enough to go get a side piece, you man or woman enough to admit to the person that you're in a relationship with, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Or you should.
If you can go out there and bounce on another stick or deep sea dive in another cat, say, babe, I'm not happy. It's easy.
I guess you don't. A lot of times they don't be even wanting to end the relationship, which is weird.
That's stupid to me.
Yeah, like you don't want to.
What you want then? You don't want to be with me. You want to be with somebody else, but you don't want to leave me. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
When you're in a relationship, so much gets tied together, like your finances. You probably
your whole life.
Yeah,
your entire life really just gets tied together.
So so much that comes with leaving a relationship. Sometimes that people would go without ending it to prevent that from happening.
Yep.
I think that's the main reason why a lot of people stay with their main person and go get someone on the side if they have too much tied into it.
Ooh, he just hit home. He said they don't want to be alone. For a guy, it's usually they want a woman to replace their mama. I've seen that so many times. But the thing about this, I agree with what you're saying, but I also disagree. And I'm going to tell you why I disagree. Of course, because it's obvious. I'm not trying to smash my mama.
Nobody wants to.
Don't say that because you got some filthy ass people in this world that will go there and sleep with their parents and that's the incest. We don't do that. We don't do that here. We don't believe in it. That's against our religion. We don't do that.
But I want you to finish. I want you to
finish. We don't do that. But you do have people that, well, like you say, guys that want somebody to replace mama. Or even somebody that resembles mama. Like, good example, the movie Baby Boy. I feel like, even though it was just a movie, but still, I feel like the character that they gave Tyrese, he was expected for Yvette to do the things that his mama did.
But see, and a lot of times, and you know what? Because that almost turns into another subject. You do kind of want your wife or significant other to be like your mom if you look up to them, if you respect them. Okay, it comes in another form too. Like if your mom happened to be a single mother and took care of you, made you very dependable upon her. That is how you can also be depending on a woman that way. But like for example, my dad busts his ass. He works very hard. He paid the bills, just
like mom.
And so that's the type of man I want.
Yeah.
Like my dad, someone that's gonna bust his ass, take care of home, do what he's supposed to do as a man. But I wouldn't want him to be like my dad, if that makes sense. Like how he was saying, be their mama or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that mostly happens with men for whatever reason. I think it's because females naturally just take care of their man. Like, I don't know.
And let me ask y'all this, and this is something that just kind of popped in my head. Now, a lot of some new generation females are more into guys that look like 50 Cent and The Game versus going for somebody that looks more.
They supposed to be cute? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying like guys that you would label as a thug.
Oh, okay.
So in other words, do you think that because some people will go for the thug type or the horse type looking females versus somebody with a little more class, why they encounter individuals who would go and get a side piece on them?
Because of what they're attracted to?
Yeah.
I do think sometimes, and that kind of comes along where the really, really, really pretty females have low self-esteem because they go gravitate towards those dudes that's good looking or whatever, but they're hoes. They're cheating on them, and lower their self-esteem, do them wrong or whatever.
It's like the blind beating the blind.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
the blind beating the blind.
Possibility. I really do. I really do think that plays a part. Yeah, the type of person you're attracted to definitely play a part. And some females and males won't change it. Like just like a male that just love big booty girls or strippers. Even if he got cheated on by every stripper he dated, he probably will still go find another stripper.
Cardi B, Jocelyn Hernandez. Who are some more of these love and hip hop hoes? Those used to be strippers. Because it's all of them.
I think all of them, even if they don't
mention look at that. All of them just saying ridiculous, just nasty.
I definitely think the type of person you're attracted to plays a part in it.
Yeah, it does. Because it's like if you attracted to, that's like buying a car that you know raggedy and gonna get mad when you can't get home in it. You knew this car wasn't shit, but you still bought it.
And they told you, as is. If you hear that typically means something gonna happen.
Yeah, that's just like if you get a guy or get a female by cheating on your significant other, they gonna do the same thing.
You're surprised if it gets repeated.
You got a side piece, so you can't get mad if this other person gets a side piece.
And see, and that's part of why I changed my life around as the little player, whatever. Because of the fact that I didn't want it to happen to me. Yeah. I didn't want karma to come upon me. And that's exactly why I wouldn't talk to another woman's man now. Because if he does start talking to me or we get together, 9 times out of 10, he gonna do the same thing. He gonna find someone else, and next you know, I'm the one getting broken up with, looking stupid.
And see, we're not nowadays. It's 2018. We gotta stop all that.
Yeah,
we gotta stop all
that.
Be so
smarter.
At the end of the day, if you somebody's side piece, if you playing a side piece role, if you looking for you a side piece, just let it go.
Yeah, I was about to say,
just let it go.
Rethink it.
Yeah, rethink the process, because the thing about it is, you got so many people out here that's ready to settle down, ready to start families, want to do that with the person that they with.
You can find someone that's just as single as you that want the same side piece things, like just fucking, just going out to eat, just chilling. Y'all both can be single and doing that.
Yeah,
y'all don't want that person. Don't have to be in a relationship just for you to have your cake and eat it too, if that makes sense. Like, y'all both can be single and do whatever y'all want to do and call it, and y'all both can do whatever you want to do. You do not have to have a side piece.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you really can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't. I don't care if you're a male or a female. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Someone's gonna get fucked up.
Absolutely. That cake is not about to be done all the way through.
Oh God,
it's gonna be some batter in the middle of that cake. You can go ahead and slap your icing on the cake. Think you finna get you a spoonful, baby. Finna get a spoonful of dough. You can't have your cake and eat it too, because like it turns out messy every time.
Yeah, that's true.
Every single time it turns out messy.
That is true.
So we really hope that you guys enjoyed today's discussion. Yeah. It's very interesting. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the comments. Don't you guys forget to like, share, and subscribe to both of our YouTube channels. You can subscribe to mine at Real Talk, and you can subscribe to hers at Sherry's Tips, Topics, and Things. Be sure to make sure y'all follow both. If you're following us on Instagram, make sure you like our live feeds. Make sure you watch them. Make sure you put us out there. Like I said, we're gonna be ready to take Real Talk to a whole nother level. We just starting on YouTube videos right now, but next time, when we get to that point, we're gonna go on the podcast. We go to y'all of it. Like y'all.
I really appreciate you guys' feedback too.
Yes, absolutely.
It makes it so much more interesting when everyone participates and says things and says their experiences or their opinions, because everybody has a mind of their own. And
yes, everybody does.
Everybody thinks differently, Some people think the same, some people don't. So
yes.
It's cool how much y'all participated in.
Yes, we love it. I absolutely love it. So shout out to everybody that tuned in to today's show. Shout out to everybody that has subscribed in the past. Make sure y'all pass this on to y'all friends. Share our page, share our subscription links on Instagram. My YouTube channel link is in my bio, and hers is the same. To answer April's question, we're gonna try to publish videos every week. We are open to the option of people giving us topics. We're also open to the option of people actually being on the show with us, whether it's through FaceTime, joining the live feed on Snapchat, physically being with us. It don't matter. We are open to it. So, again, shout out to everybody who watch, subscribe, like. We
usually advertise to at least a day or two before we're gonna do it, so that you guys can join us.
Yes, most definitely. So, thank y'all. We love y'all. And this was episode 2 of the Real Talk. Yeah. Y'all know what I left on to? To be with my side piece. I'm just playing. I ain't got no side piece. We out, y'all. Thank y'all for watching this.